Hello everyone. So for the last month I've been using Black Cumin Seed Oil and I wanted to see how well my hair and scalp will respond to it. So I've been using it, like I said, for actually a little bit over a month. But I've heard really good things about this, so I thought I'd give it a try and see how well it would perform for me. When I first started using this oil, apart from the scent and the texture and how light this oil is, I think one of the first things that I really noticed was how much it softens my hair. I mean, my hair just felt buttery soft, so I really like that a lot. It has a really herbaceous, kind of earthy scent. I actually don't mind it. I know some people don't really like really earthy scents. But to me, it's very herbaceous with a very light, almost citrusy kind of undertone. But it definitely has a strong notes of being very earthy. Again, I actually don't mind the scent, but some people might find it really strong. If you don't like, kind of herbaceous, earthy scents, you probably won't like this. But you can add some essential oil to it. I didn't do that, but if the scent bothers you, I think that's an option. Because I purchased the 8-ounce size, because I got such a great deal, the mouth of the bottle was quite large, and so I knew right away that I was going to have to transfer it into another bottle. I kind of toyed around for a while with what kind of bottle I wanted to transfer it to. I initially thought of maybe an applicator bottle, my roots only bottle, but what I ultimately decided on was putting it in this glass amber bottle that I purchased, and I just created a label for it so I would know what it was. But I love the fact that it has this dropper lid. And so, whenever I want to use it, I can just squeeze out however much I want. And I found that this really helped to apply the product to my scalp very easily. And so essentially what I would do was divide my hair in quadrants, and then as I divided my hair, I would section it off and clip it up with a butterfly clip just to make sure that each section was separate from each other. And then I would, take the applicator bottle and then put drops on my scalp throughout that section of my hair. And then I would massage it in my hair for 1 minute to 2 minutes per quadrant. So I would massage this area for 1 minute to 2 minutes, massage back here for 1 minute, 2 minutes, back here, and then here. So each 4 sections I would massage for 1 to 2 minutes each. And that's how I used it. So I think the application process, because it is such a really light oil, was pretty easy to use, and pretty, straightforward. Now the other thing I do want to mention is that just like my Gold Beauty oil, which is really light, this is too. And it's kind of deceiving because I think, because it's such a dark oil, you think, oh, it's going to be super thick like castor oil or Jamaican black castor oil or something like that. But it's not. It's really light. And I mean, it just is a super light oil. So you have to be really careful in terms of how you apply it, which is why I like the dropper bottle for this particular oil. And I wish I had thought of it when I used this. I probably wouldn't have wasted as much oil as I did. But I love the way that this applies the oil, that you can really just focus it in on your scalp or anywhere that you really want to get, good coverage. So for instance, like I would, part my hair and apply it directly to my scalp. But what I also did was I would use a dropper bottle and put some directly on my hairline and then massage it in there. And it just made the process a lot easier, a lot mess-free, and I didn't have to worry as much as I did with this oil with, spillage or having lots of oil drip down my face or the nape of my neck. So the first couple of times I applied the oil, I didn't have it in this, and that's what happened. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a glass bottle and put this in there with a dropper, and it worked beautifully. So I do really like the glass bottle for this, and I'll have a link in the description for where you can get it in case you're interested. But first, let's take a look at my initial measurements. I have to say, I'm incredibly disappointed. I'd heard so much hype about how well this oil worked in your hair and on your scalp, and so I kind of had really high expectations. Now I didn't wear wash and go every day for a month, so I'm not sure if that contributed to my results, but I basically experienced no growth or minimum growth, as in only 1/4 of an inch. And yeah, I took measurements, but I decided not to even show my measurements because I just didn't want to waste you guys' time with me showing only 1/4 inch of growth or no growth. Yeah, I was incredibly disappointed. I mean, and I will say, this really made my hair feel buttery soft. I mean, just so incredibly, my hair always felt hydrated. And I used the OCO method when I used this oil. So essentially what I did was use water or a water-based leave-in, and then I'd apply a creamy-based product. I can show that to you. This is what I use as my creamy leave-in. I use the Naturally Silk Elements Whipped Curl Cream, and I have a review on this on my blog, so if you want more details about that, I'll leave the link down below. And then I use the oil on my scalp. I massage my scalp, and then I put it on my hair and I used it to seal. Now, the main benefit I've noticed so far is it didn't really do much in terms of hair growth for me. I know some people have experienced a lot of hair growth with using it as well, but for me it didn't really do that much in terms of hair growth. Apart from a major difference that I noticed was on my ear edges and on my hairline. As you can see, I have all these new baby hairs coming in, and it's really helped to kind of fill in the hairline. I've been really working on my hairline for a while. I mean, I initially started with using the virgin hair fertilizer, which really kind of helped to expedite this really sparse area. I mean, this area had like no hair. I think the virgin hair fertilizer kind of filled it in probably maybe 30%, I would say. And I used another product, I'm trying to think of the name of it, the minoxidil. That really helped in filling it in too, and that kind of got it to probably, I would say, 50 to 60%, the two of those combined, after, 4 to 6 months of use of those two products together. And this, I think, really kind of helped to kind of do the last little bit. I mean, I do have a couple of areas that I wish would fill in a little bit more, but so far, I mean, it's pretty nice. And you can see, my hair here is about 1 inch long. And that's the other side. So my edges really like this. My scalp really like this. Every time I would apply it to my scalp, I mean, I had no seborrheic dermatitis flare-ups when I used this. So, I mean, in that regard, it was really nice. But in terms of hair growth, not so much. So, I mean, I think this might be a good oil maybe to use in combination with other oils. And, so I might do that. So that's kind of my take on it. If any of you have used this, let me know if you have better results or if you did something different. I just used the oil itself again. I used it on my scalp and on my hair, but so far my results were eh. So that was my experience. Let me know what you think down below. Talk to you later. Bye.